That's right. It has been almost 3 months since the last time I did a video. Shame on me. Well, I would like to say, starting today, I'm going to do this every single day. Every day you'll have an update from me. April Fools. Yeah, right. Clearly, if I haven't done it in 3 months, it's not going to happen every day. I would love to, but things get in the way. So, this video is going to be an update of what's been going on with me, what's been going on in my life, and just, yeah, let's catch up. Okay, first things first, I'm sure that you guys have noticed a slight difference about me. Wait for it. Obviously, it's the hair. I have a different hairstyle this time. This is called Havana Twists. I did it myself, so I'm proud of myself. You know, not an expert by any means. I just wanted to try them, and I think I did a pretty decent job. You know, practice makes perfect. This is only the second time that I've done it, better than the first, so hopefully I'll get progressively better. If anyone has questions on it, I'll try to answer them, but I'm sure there's a lot of videos out there that are much better at explaining how to do this than I could. But hey, you take 2 strands of hair, you twist them over each other, and you have this. So that's the first thing. So guys, as I promised in January, this channel is supposed to be about basically everything that could be going on in your life or the lives of people around you. It discusses everything from politics to religion, love, music, and those 2 things for me go hand in hand. I do love music. So, you know, any topic that girl, woman in her 20s might be interested in and just want to talk about. The first thing I want to talk about is what I'm reading. I think it's very important to read. As I said in my first video, I'm a teacher, so I think that there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned by the many different resources that are out there. So I just want to share some of the things that I'm reading right now. The first thing that I'm reading is, of course, the Bible. This is the ESV version. Some people call it the extra saved version, or, you know, it's known by many things, but it is actually, it stands for the English Standard Version, and I like it. I also have an NIV Bible, New International Version. I like them both. This one I've been using as my study this year. Starting January, I decided that I was going to read through the Bible. So as long as I stay on track by by Rudy's making a little bit of noise over there. That's the doggy. By July 31st of this year, 2015, I should have read each and every page of the Bible. Now, I don't know if that's exciting for some people. That's really exciting for me. It's a long time coming, so I'm excited about that. Then the next thing I'm reading, well, this one I haven't actually started reading yet. I got it from a church that I tried. I am interested in this author and also what he has to say. This is entitled Seeing and Savoring Jesus Christ by John Piper. I've heard good things about this author, so I'm excited to get into that. I feel like I'm doing an infomercial a little bit. Okay, this one I read recently, or started reading a little bit more on a flight to LA, so I had a little bit of time. It's called The Meaning of Marriage, Facing Complexities of Commitment with the Wisdom of God, and it's by Timothy Keller and his wife Kathy Keller. Now, as many people my age, if they're not already married, they're thinking about that, so I'm not excluded from that. I thought it would be a good idea to kind of get some insight on what a healthy marriage looks like and how to prepare oneself for it. So I thought that was interesting. And last but not least, I have this book by C.S. Lewis, one of my favorite authors. Now, my favorite book by C.S. Lewis that I've read was The Screwtape Letters. I really love that. Yes, it's his fiction work, but I feel like it was very powerful and had a great, engaging storyline. Now, this one is called The Four Loves, and it's an exploration of the nature of love. So it talks about friendship, love, the love from parent to child, basically unconditional love, how each of those dynamics work and how they all represent God. So I'm excited to continue reading this. I've read probably the first third of this book. So what I need to do is focus on one of them and just get all the way through. But hopefully that gives some insight into what I'm thinking. You could tell love, marriage, that's on the brain. I'm being transparent. So yeah, that's something that I'm into and finding out more information about. And okay, so one of the other things that I wanted to be able to discuss on this channel is spirituality. And for me recently, on my journey reading through the Bible, again, I'm trying to read through every single book, chapter, verse of the Bible by July 31st this year, and it's a long time coming. But in my reading recently, I've been reading through the Psalms. And I found it very encouraging. Often it's kind of considered the fluff book or one that's more lyrical and poetic than it is instructive. But for me recently, I've seen three key elements that have really spoken to me. And the first is faith. And that for me hasn't been a question of whether or not God's real, but faith that the God that is real is both active, good, and operating in our lives, and that I should trust Him completely no matter what's going on. So recently, some of what I've read has been encouraging on that. And then secondly, I've also been reading quite a bit about God's grace and mercy, specifically in Psalm 103, which I've read recently. The psalm is recounting God's grace and mercy to the nation of Israel, and I take that personally as God shows us personally grace and mercy. So that's something that's really spoken to me. And specifically, verses 10 through 14 were helpful when I was kind of beating myself up recently and just being frustrated with my lack of faith at times, feeling like there's something I could do to either try harder or to just maybe if I pray more, I'll have more faith and it'll just like fall in my lap. But those verses help me to understand that while we're supposed to be striving for perfection, it's empowered through God's Spirit, and that He also understands what we're made of, that we're human beings, we're flesh, and only capable of doing these good things or godly things with the help of His Spirit. So I want to read Psalm 103, 10 through 14 real quick to you all. It was really encouraging, and I hope it encourages you too. So it says, He does not deal with us according to our sins, nor repay us according to our iniquities. For as high as the heavens are above the earth, so great is His steadfast love toward those who fear Him. As far as the east is from the west, so far does He remove our transgressions from us. As a father shows compassion to his children, so the Lord shows compassion to those who fear Him. For He knows our frame. He remembers that we are dust. So anytime you feel a little bit discouraged or that your spiritual walk is a little bit stagnant or going more slowly than you would like it to, just remember that you're a work in progress. We all are. And that God understands what we're made of, and He's there to enable us to do His will. So that's something that really just encouraged me, and I hope it encourages you too. Also, try to remind yourself of the goodness of God and how you've already seen Him work in your life. I mean, there's many times where we have bad days. Recently, we've lost a family member, and it's hard to understand at times, but you have to remember all of the blessings just from waking up every day to being sustained that come directly from God. I hope that encourages you guys. Okay, So I already mentioned that music is one of the loves, a strong love in my life and in actually the life of most of my family members. So I couldn't let a video go by without sharing with you what I'm doing on the music front, or trying to. I am trying to learn the ukulele. Okay, so I only have a few chords down. I'm probably not even holding it right. So if any of you actually know how to play the ukulele, that would be great. You guys can share with me. But yeah, I have this here, and I'm just trying to learn a few chords. I think that was E. Probably wrong. That's all I have so far. And yeah, I started. Oh, one of my favorite songs is India Arie's "Ready for Love." I guess by all of the books and what I said before, that kind of is fitting, right? But that's one of my favorite songs. I love neo soul music, so I've learned the first couple of chords from that. That's kind of exciting for me. Hopefully, I'll get to play that for you one day and sing a little for you. But I don't know. I think I'm being shy right now. Maybe I won't right now. I am ready for love. Why are you hiding from me? I quickly give my freedom to be held in your captivity. I am ready for love. All of the joy and the pain, and all of the time that it takes just to stay in your good grace. That's all I have. Someone teach me how to strum.
Whether I'm right or whether I'm wrong, whether I find a place in this world or never belong, I gotta be me. I gotta be me. What else can I be but what I am? I want to live, not merely survive. And I won't give up this dream of life that keeps me alive. I gotta be me.